Okay, good morning children. Welcome to the math session on fractions and decimal. In today's session, we are going to learn about the multiplication of decimal numbers. Suppose if you go to a market and buy potatoes. Here you buy 2 kgs of potatoes at the rate of rupees 5 per kg. Now how much you are going to pay to the shopkeeper? That's very simple calculation. We often do that, right? So 1 kg costs rupees 5, so 2 kgs cost how much? 2 into 5, that is you will pay rupees 10 to the shopkeeper. That's very simple. Now how about you want to buy tomatoes? Okay, tomatoes 2.5 kgs you want to buy at the rate of rupees 5.5 per kg. Then how? Then also we need to do multiplication, but here we get the concept of multiplication of decimal numbers. Now how do we multiply this? I am going to explain this with a pictorial representation. How about multiplying 0.1 into 0.1? We know 0 point can be represented in fraction form, that is 1 by 10, right? And then this 0.1 also is 1 by 10. Now what is 1 by 10? How you will represent this in a shaded portion? So here I have drawn the 10 blocks. So out of that 1 by 10th is one portion out of 10 blocks are shaded, right? So I can I shade this portion? Yes, this is 1 by 10th portion, right? Now how about multiplying with 1 by 10? So that means we need to again divide this block into 10 parts. So this 1 by portion I have shaded here. For shading the other 1 by 10th portion, I have taken the rows. Now let us shade this 1 by 10th portion, right? So here I will shade this portion. Now this is another 1 by 10th portion. This is the first 1 by 10th portion. Now where do you observe the common part which is shaded? So this is the common part that is shaded, right? So this portion. So this part is so only one part is common shaded, isn't it? So only one part out of how many parts? So 10 into 10 is 100. So we divided this block as 10 by 10 square. So it is, we have 100 square. So 1 by 100, isn't it? When you multiply this also, we will get 1 by 100. So 0.1 into 0.1 will be 0.01. So one portion out of 100 blocks. Now how about multiplying 0.3 into 0.2? As we know, 0.3 is nothing but 3 by 10 into, and 0.2 is 2 by 10, right? So that means first we need to shade 3 portions, 3 by 10th portion, right? So I will take 3 by 10th portion like this. So 3 blocks among 10 parts, isn't it? Now we need to shade 2 by 10th portion. So two parts out of 10. So these are 2 parts out of 10. Let us take in a row wise. So I will shade like this. Now if you observe here, which portion is common shaded? So the common shaded portions are here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? So we got 6 common shaded. So this is nothing but 6 by 10, which 6 by 100, sorry, which is 0.06. So the multiplication of these two is 0.06. Now let me explain this 0.1 into 0.1 without pictorial represent, the easy way, the easy method. Okay. So here first what we need to do is we multiply the normal numbers first. So what do you have the normal numbers here? 1. Right? 1 into 1 is 1. Now after decimal place, to the right side of the decimal place, how many digits are there in both the numbers given to us? We need to know. So here after decimal point you have 1 digit to the right side, and here you have 1 digit. So 1 plus 1, 2, isn't it? After decimal point, how many digits are there? We need to count in overall multiplication. So here 1, 2 digits are there. So after decimal point we have 2 digits. So what we have to do is we need to place decimal point for this digit to the left of this number. So generally one is 0 1 equal to 1 or not? Similarly 0 0 1 is also 1. Now can I take here zeros? It's nothing but 1 only. Now we need to place this decimal point to the left of this number. So after how many digits we need to put? 2 digits, because here to the right of the decimal point we have 2 digits, so we need to count 2 digits from here, from 1 towards the left. So 1 2. So here we need to place the decimal point. So the solution is 0.01. Understood? So check this example, 0.2 into 0.3. Now what are the numbers, natural numbers you have here? 2 and 3. So 2 3s are how much? 6. Now after decimal point towards the right side, how many digits are there? 1 2. So we need to place a decimal point counting from 6. So 6, next 0 you can count 1 1 2, and here you can place 0 decimal point, and here you can take one more 0. So the solution is 0.06. So let me explain some more examples. So here let us multiply 2.3 into 2. So as I told, we need to go for the normal multiplication. 23 into 2 how much? 46. 2 3s are 6, 2 2s are 4. So 46 let us write first. Now after decimal place towards the right side, how many digits are there? So this is the decimal number, this is a normal natural number. So after decimal point, how many digits we have? Only 1, right? So from backward you need to count the number of digits and place the decimal point. So we have only 1 digit. So from 6 back towards the left side, if you count, you get a decimal point here. So the solution is 4.6 for this. Now let us check this example. So normal multiplication we have to go with. So 17 into 13, 17 13s are how much? 3 7s are 21, 2, 3 1s are 3 plus 2, 5, 1 7s are 7, 1 1s are 1. So 1 2 2 21. So this is 221, right? Now after decimal, now we need to place the decimal point. How we'll place the decimal point? After decimal point, how many digits are there towards the right side? Here 1, here another 1. So total 2. So count from backward, 1 2. So we'll place a decimal point here. So the solution is 2.21. So whatever the decimal numbers might be, the multiplication is very simple. So let us check this example, 0.2 into 316.8. So we will multiply 3168 with 2 first. Okay, take the normal numbers first. So 2 8s are 16, 1, 2 6 are 12 plus 1 13, and 2 1s are 2 plus 1 3, and 2 3s are 6. Now write down that here, 6 3 3 6. Now how many decimal places are there after the point? How many digits are there after the decimal point towards the right side? Here 1, here 1. So total 2. So count from backward, 2 digits, 1 2. So we can place the decimal point here. So the solution is 63.36. You can apply this in the word problems also. The multiple, for example, you have a rectangular garden of length say 3.5 meters and breadth of 2.3 meters. Then what is the total area of the field? So area is nothing but the total space occupied by this, right? So you will multiply 3.5 into 2.3. So it's not at all a difficult thing to multiply the decimal numbers. Let us learn how to multiply the decimal numbers by 10, 100 and 1000. This is very easy. Now let me multiply 2.53 with 10. Now when you are multiplying with the powers of 10, the digit will move to right side. Just remember, the digit will move to right side. How many digits it move? It depends upon the number of 0. Here I am multiplying with 10. So how many zeros we have? Only 1 0, right? So the digit will move towards right side to 1 digit. So here, so the point will shift to the 1 digit. So the solution will be 25.3. Check with another example. Say suppose 3.71 into 10. The same I'll take. So here after 10, right? How many zeros we have? 1 0 only. Now the decimal place shift to 1 digits towards the right side. So the point will shift here. So the solution will be 37.1. So actually you can do this in the previous method also, but that take times, right? But this is a very easy method. Directly you can write the solution. Now what about the multiplication of 2.315 into 100? So how many zeros we have? 2 zeros. So now the point will shift to right side after 2 digits, right? Because you have 2 0, it will shift to 2 digits, 1 2. So it will come here. So the solution is 231.5. Now let us multiply 7.8 with 1000. As I said, you can direct multiply with the normal, like even in this way also you can do. You get 78,000. Now the decimal point is after one digit, so you can place from counting from backward, you can place a point here and you get the solution 7800. In this way you can do, but it take time. Whereas the method which I am telling now is a quite very simple method. So the point will shift to right side depending upon the number of zeros. So how many zeros we have? 3 zeros, right? Now the point will shift to right side. Can I write 78000? 7.800 can I write? Because after decimal point you can place as many zeros as you want. Now according to this, now after decimal point, the point has to shift for 3 zeros, right? 3 zeros are this 3 places. So from here it has to shift after 3 places, that is 1 2 3. So it will shift here. So the solution must be 7800.0, which is nothing but 7,800. So are these two answers same? Yes, they are same. Okay children, I hope you understood children. Practice more number of sums to learn the concept thoroughly. Thank you and have a nice day.